All right, we're going to make a king cake, earthquake cake. So this is to stay with our Mardi Gras theme with our gumbo. Now this will be a separate video. So we're going to start with...
Even though I'm still stirring gumbo.
Yeah, he's still stirring gumbo. We're going to start with one boxed yellow cake mix. Nothing wrong with the boxed cake mix. They're delicious. Everything's been done for you. You don't have to measure.
So this is a little different. This isn't a traditional king cake.
No, this is not a traditional king cake.
You're going Alabama king cake.
Alabama king cake. So, and then we're going to add, whoa, as I break everything, 3 eggs. You know, I've told you before, don't crack your eggs over your bowl. These eggs are at room temperature. 3 eggs.
You don't want those little shards of egg in your cake.
I don't think that would be. Crunchy cake wouldn't be good, would it?
Not good to eat.
No. And we've got 7 tablespoons of melted butter. And I forgot my liquid, so give me just a second to grab my measuring cup and get some water. I need 3/4 of a cup of water. So he's going to get that for me. And we're going to get this all whirled up here. So you want your cake mix with the ingredients on the box, the directions on the back of the box. So we're just going to mix it up with a hand mixer. No need to get out the big stand mixer. We'll wash those beaters because we're going to need those again in a second. So if you can, there you go. So we're going to take a cup of chopped pecans. And drop them in the bottom of your baking dish. I'll hold it up and let you see it. And a few extra don't hurt anybody. So you'll spread them out on the bottom of the baking dish. So now I'm going to pour the cake mix. We just mix over the pecans. Kind of pour gently so you don't disturb the pecans, and you'll have a little empty spot where the pecans used to be. You're not moving them around with the batter. Now looky here. And now what we're going to do is what makes it a earthquake cake. Spread this out, cover those pecans.
You could just turn it over and see the bottom. You can see all the pecans at the bottom.
Oh, I know it. I don't know if you can see the bottom up there or not. I don't think so.
They're there.
Oh, that would be good, wouldn't it? Let me grab another bowl. So we can mix our earthquake. So for this, I'm sorry, I've got to look at my recipe. We've got an 8-ounce block of cream cheese that I softened. I just set it out this morning and just comes room temperature and gets soft. And then we are going to, we've got to cream that and the butter. Half a cup of butter, 1 stick. I didn't say it was
stick of butter.
Didn't say it was diet. And we're going to cream this together, and that just gets it all a little softer. And gently bring your mixer up, and it'll clean off your beaters. Okay, so see how we've got it? It looks really whipped, doesn't it? It's because my butter and my cream cheese was real soft. If you don't have them soft, you're just going to be beating for a long time to get them to come together. Okay, so now
Stirring gumbo.
we're going to add 2.5 cups of powdered sugar. So we've got, I'm just going to kind of fluff it around a little bit so it's not lumpy. There's 1.
45 minutes. Starting now.
1. That was his timer.
Always a little help from Siri.
2.5. We're going to need that again in a second. And we need cinnamon. Got to add our cinnamon. And how much cinnamon? 2 teaspoons. I don't know this recipe by heart, y'all. 2 teaspoons of cinnamon.
Well, I always say when you're baking, there's nothing wrong with following a recipe because measurements can really make a big difference.
Yeah, and baking you have to be more, it's more precise.
That's why I don't bake.
A teaspoon of vanilla. Yeah, you have to be pretty precise. Now some things, if you're going to, like I do cornbread, I just throw it together. But something like this, you've really got to be.
Now is this just vanilla extract?
Just pure vanilla.
Pure vanilla.
Pure vanilla. And if you can find this and you're willing to pay the price, that is the best vanilla, I think, on the market.
It smells really
You
good.
know, yeah, it's not cheap, but it makes all the difference in the world in your baked goods. And we need a little 1/4 teaspoon of salt. That's not much. 1/4 teaspoon.
And the salt just helps to enhance the flavors.
Yeah, it brings out the sweetness in your
It's hard to think about salt in a sweet dish, but it really does help enhance the flavors.
It does. We're going to dish this together, and then we're going to dollop it in our on top of the cake batter. And that's when it bakes, that's what's going to make it ripple around and looks like an earthquake. Now looky there.
I'm not wearing any.
I used to give my kids the beaters to lick after I made a cake, but I was a good mom. I turned it off first.
Thanks.
Now, the good stuff. Here we go. And we're going to just dollop it all over this cake mix. It don't have to be in any certain pattern, just random.
This is not what I was expecting, but I like it. The concept.
Actually, it's not the traditional king cake, but when we get done, it's sure going to look like one. Okay, so we're going to put this in a 350-degree preheated oven, and it's going to bake 40 to 45 minutes. And you'll know when it's done because that cake will start pulling away from the sides. And we're going to get it out. We'll let it cool completely. Then we'll make a glaze to put over, and then we're going to put our colored sugars on it, okay? All right, we've got our cake cooled. And we're going to make a glaze to put over it. You can tell how it's cratered in there. So we're going to fix our glaze to go on it. And we need 1 1/2 cups of powdered sugar. Just kind of fluff it up with your cup. This is a 1/2 cup scoop, so I'm going to use it 3 of them. That's 1. It's a little over, a little under. It'll be all right. All right, 3. So I'm just going to take my whisk and kind of stir through there. If there's any lumps, it'll soften them up and work the lumps out. And I've got some milk. I got 4 tablespoons of milk here, but I'm going to start with 3. We don't want it too thin, but I don't want it like glue. And can you see that? And we're going to use our spatula and scoop it out. Just don't leave any of this goodness in the bowl. And we'll come back and we'll spread it across this cake. Looky there. What do you think about that?
Looking good.
And we're going to sprinkle some sugar. I made some purple, green, and yellow just simply by mixing food coloring in with my granulated sugar. Here, I'm going to let you help me. And ooh, looky there. Ooh, it's looking so pretty now. Looky there. It's starting to look like a Mardi Gras cake, y'all. Get those different colors in there. Purple, green, and yellow. Looky there. Now, is that not a pretty cake? I can't wait to dig into it. Get us the bite. All right. We'll see you back in a little bit. I can't wait. I want to try this cake.
I guess that means we need to also.
I'll come back to
I'll get to it.
the gumbo. Look here. See how pretty? There's a layer of pecans, the cake, the cream cheese.
Looks good. I like this sugar crunch on top of it.
This has been a delicious day. Everything is good. Chris, I thank you. Appreciate you for coming and cooking and spending the day with me.
It was fun. And now the best part begins.
That's right. We get to eat. I'm glad you enjoyed it. You need a good meal after you come home from work.
That's right.
All right.
Do this every weekend.
All right. Thanks for joining us. Come see me. Subscribe. Share my page. I certainly appreciate it. See me next time. Thanks. Bye.